Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Kramer and Jess Uncensored, featuring Stony Baloney, my best friend.
Yeah, me and Uncle Crames go back.
Ew.
Stone,
The Uncle Creams every time makes me so uncomfortable.
like Stone and I have been like a cool rap group, like Uncle Crames and Stony
Ew.
Baloney back in like the 90s. That would have killed.
That is so weird. Uncle Cream.
There's still
Uncle
Stony
Creams.
Baloney.
There's still time. Still time
You
to
guys
make
should
that
just
work.
do it. Just do it like as a spoof and like
Still time.
just release like mixtape album pictures.
Yeah.
No music, but just you guys go ahead and like start a storyline or something.
I'm
Let's
telling
create
you.
like one hit and then just dip.
Yeah.
Like, bye.
We can.
You're saying a hit, like you guys can make a hit.
We
You
can-
can say
we
a
can
Oh,
do it.
song.
we could definitely
do
make
it.
a hit.
We'll do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. All right, please.
We'll do it.
We
It'll
would
be,
love, all of us in class would love to see that.
It'd be too degrading to the women, though. Stone and I might
Too hardcore.
be too hardcore for your ears.
What the fuck?
You wouldn't.
Degrading to women?
Yeah, it'd be way too degrading. The
Awesome.
words that would come out of our mouth would, wow, really shock you, I think. So we probably better not do that.
Oh my god.
Anyway, welcome to y'all. This new medicine has got me so fucked up. Like, I wake up feeling like I never went to sleep. I'm so tired, and like then it just makes me feel delirious throughout the day. I feel like I haven't slept since Friday. Welcome to Kramer and Jess Uncensored 143, which means I love you, by the
Yes.
way. How about that?
Mhm.
So this
That's
is
the
going to
name
be a
of it.
very loving episode.
I'm seeing Katy Perry's new album coming out. Actually.
If in case you've never been here before, this is not the radio show. We need to send you a fair warning, which, by the way, it's really impressive. We've done 143 episodes. Let's give ourselves a pat on the back for that, because that's pretty good. Yay, clap. Thank you and by the way, thank you for pressing play. Jess, let's
Yeah.
give a quick disclaimer though at the top of this, just in case.
If you're new here, it's not like the show at all whatsoever. We really do mean uncensored. It's kind of like your close friends feature on Instagram, how you are very specific on who you show everything to. It's kind of like what we've turned our uncensored podcast space into.
Yeah. So heads up. Oh, we also have a YouTube show, by the way. So if you're here on the YouTube show, what's up, Tina? Good morning. Thanks for being here. Which, by the way,
Hey,
no
Tina.
one in the summer logs into YouTube. So Tina may be the only human here today, but that's okay, Tina. We're doing the show live on YouTube for you and you alone, but it's totally worth it for us. So thanks for being here. I laughed internally a second ago because you're going to be able to easily tell as this show progresses which one of us between Jess and I is the married one, just by topics alone, and which one of us is not the married one, because one of us is going to talk about today going to Costco, and one of us is going to talk about some sexual stuff. So you can just decide which one of us is the domesticated one, which one isn't.
Actually, I feel like that has nothing to do with anything because you stay talking about butt stuff since fucking 2009, whether you're in a marriage or not. So carry on.
What is your new Costco revelation, Jessica?
No, you guys, I don't know why I was so shook by this yesterday, but I was getting my hair done and Cassidy was like, "Have you ever been to Costco by yourself?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Don't do it." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she was like, "I was running errands yesterday and I went to Costco alone for the very first time." And she was like, "I was so overstimulated. I had an anxiety attack and like cried." And I was like, what are you talking about? First of all, there's two reasons why probably the main reason why I've never been to Costco alone is because I'm not the holder of the Costco card.
Yeah.
I've never been a Costco member.
Wait, so does that mean Garage Boy pays for it himself?
I think that he's attached to like his mom's plan.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know how that works. I just know that like he has a Costco card because of his mom.
So
Now
you
whether or
guys
not
it's not like y'all's, it's
well,
his.
well, that's a new thing where it's like, can I get a Costco card
Yeah,
now? Or
yeah,
can
yeah.
I be put on that Costco card since we're married? Like
That's a good
that's the
point.
next step, because how does that work? Because the only reason why he goes is because they have to check your card and they need to see your face on your card.
Yeah.
So it's not like he could just give me the card, because they put a stop to that probably like last year because so many people were using other people's cards.
Right.
So I don't know how I get a card. Can I get a card now that we're married? Is that like a new perk that I have?
You know,
Right.
back in the day, I remember back in the day, because my mom used to go to Costco. they didn't give a shit. You could just roll in that
Oh
bitch.
yeah. Or
they
no,
were
it's
you
just like
you
a very
flash that-
slide up, keep walking.
That was the
Now
world's
it's like,
easiest job.
hey, let me see the back of it. And I've been with him
Well,
when they do it,
don't
and
they
you're like,
scan it now? Don't they scan it when you walk in? I thought I saw on TikTok where they're scanning. Maybe they're testing it now. We have to like scan your car when you walk in.
I'm sure there's a lot of different testing, but again,
Yeah.
I wouldn't know because I never go to Costco. He usually goes like after he gets off work on Friday, and I'm
Yeah.
still here, and I come home and he has Costco things. So I always miss the Costco trips, and I don't know if that is strategic on his end
Yeah.
or it's who knows. Maybe I'm looking into it. But I was like, wait a minute, would I actually have a mental breakdown going into Costco alone because it's just a
It's a
warehouse
lot.
of sales.
It's a lot.
And then there's like, I don't even know how I would respond to it. And here my hairdresser is being like, I can never do it again.
Yeah.
And then when she said it, I was like, you feel so small in there. Like it's stacked so high, and you're like, I don't need one toothpaste, but I only need one toothpaste, but like I guess I can get 6. And like, should I get 6? I don't know.
I'm surprised you guys go to Costco. I think
it's just certain items.
My ex-wife and I would go to, like, back in the day we'd go, but like then we stopped going because like we didn't need, by the time we get to the bottom of the toothpaste, that should have been expired for like 2 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like just, and then the storage was the other spot. So like you'd have to buy
where are you gonna put it?
4,000 toothpaste,
Yeah.
or like toilet paper would be another thing, or paper towels. And so that now you've got 48 paper towel rolls. And what we had to end up doing was it became a fire hazard because what we had to do was buy extra shelving, and then we closed off the exit route to our guest bedroom because we needed more shelving space
for the lettuce,
for like all
What
the
the
shit to
fuck?
put in there. It was so dangerous. So then we just stopped using those because it literally became a fire hazard to actually go.
So now I'm wondering, like, is Garage Boy keeping me from Costco? Is this like a on purpose type thing?
I think in every relationship
I'm gonna ask
there's
him.
one dangerous shopper, and I would assume in your relationship that's probably you.
Do you purposely go to Costco without me?
Like in my marriage, my ex-wife was the dangerous shopper. You know what I mean? Like Stoney, with you and Rachel, who's the dangerous shopper?
It's Rachel. I
Yeah.
think she would admit to that.
Yeah, I would have to assume that she would be the dangerous shopper. Would you? Let's see, Tina, are you here? Or we'll use our one other person. Tina's still here. Tina, thank God you're here because you're the only other person that's still here. Tina, in your relationship, Tina. Oh, Tina, by the way, says it's totally worth it on her work in the OC. Oh, hi. Well, Tina, I'm glad you're working up in the OC. Tina, in your relationship, who's the dangerous shopper? There's always one. Because here's the thing, there can't be 2 dangerous shoppers, because if there's 2 dangerous shoppers, you're already broke and broken up because you guys have gone into financial ruins by now. And there can't be 2 safe shoppers, or you guys are miserable and you've already broken up. So there's usually one safe shopper, one dangerous shopper.
I wonder what he thinks when I say random things like this to him.
Wait, what did you say?
Do you purposely go to Costco without me? He's all at work. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What's going on over there?
She said, I hate Costco. That's too big. No, I'm not asking you to hate Costco. Hi, Amber. Good morning. I'm single, so I'm the dangerous. Mike's here. Hi, Mike. Good morning. Mike says,
Costco.
is a free
I
sample
love
buffet.
my favorite thing growing up would go to Costco in my Heelys. And I would just like be
Oh, the
sliding,
sample, yeah.
be sliding through the aisles and picking up samples left and right.
Do they still do samples though?
Yeah.
That seems a little COVID unfriendly. That seems like that would have gone out in 2020.
Are you for real?
You know what I mean? I wouldn't touch a free sample.
I feel like if
0%
Costco
chance.
were to
No.
make a move to remove free samples right
Wouldn't
now in
touch
this
it.
day and age, there'd be riots for
Wouldn't-
like if without COVID and they're just like no more samples. I think people would literally lose their shit.
Wouldn't touch it. Tina's a dangerous shopper. At least you know that though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's just no way. There's no way I'm doing that. Am I the only person that's still worried about COVID, or is everybody else giving up on it?
What the fuck?
Do you still think about COVID, or you don't think about it anymore? I'm like worried about it now. Like I had like kind of like let my guard down a little bit, but like now I don't even know that I would go to Costco anymore, period, without like being like, I'm a little worried with him sitting this close to me, to be honest with you. I'm a little worried with how close our boxes are right now on the video screen. If you guys could like scoot your video boxes over.
There's
Wait.
2 pans of glass between you and Jess, but you're still a little worried.
Just in case she sneezes.
Yeah,
If she sneezed through the glass, I'd be a little.
And what's so annoying too is like you be coughing and sneezing,
Oh,
like
yeah.
you'll do whatever. But
Yeah,
like
yeah,
if
yeah,
if
yeah. I don't
Stone
care.
makes the smallest little, and
He's-
if I
don't even
sneeze, you're like,
laugh.
y'all be sneezing, y'all be
Yeah,
coughing,
yeah,
y'all be,
yeah.
and we're just like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like
Well-
you were literally just had your hands all over this thing. You're like,
Are you? My
eating
question
your
is:
fucking
are you
oatmeal
worried
nasty.
about COVID or are you not?
It's not so much being worried. I think the pandemic has changed my lifestyle in ways that I definitely wasn't paying attention before, and now it's been so implemented into the routine as far as like I was not carrying around hand sanitizer. I was not using hand sanitizer before like after
at
eating at a
all.
place or like
Same.
I like literally
Wouldn't
I
think twice about it.
no, dude, like ever.
No.
So stuff like that. I wasn't wiping down my seats if I got on an airplane. I wasn't wiping down like the little thing.
Yeah.
I was never, so stuff like that I do. But no, I'm not like walking around wearing a
Like-
mask. Also, guys, Garage Boy said no, I just go right when it opens, so there's less people. I don't believe him.
I don't think Garage overthinks anything.
No,
You know what I
that's why like I would die without him.
Like, I don't think he overthinks, like, should I take Jess to Costco or not? I think he just wakes up and goes to Costco.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
wait, he's
Like-
typing now. Maybe he just realized he lied to me and he doesn't want to lie to me anymore.
I don't think that's what he's doing either. I think he's just typing.
I guess.
Like, when you were at the Orioles game this weekend, did you think about COVID at all?
No,
Not once. I'm like getting back into
because now it's like we got sick. You get sick, you get sick.
COVID mindset. But I think I'm a little more worried about it right now because I'm going to see the babies in
Oh, of course.
like 10 days.
I think what's nice about it is that now you're more, I think all of us are more aware of like what our personal health is before seeing like our elders or like a
Right.
baby or something like
'Cause
that.
I
Or
know
even just
that,
being
like-
sick at work. Before that, everyone was coming to sick at work like it wasn't shit, coughing up, didn't care. Like, yeah, look, I'm at the end of strep throat, but I'm good. What? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah,
And then
man.
your job expecting you to come to work all nasty and contagious and shit.
I know. Like, I honestly, I don't even need to talk about this. I don't want to jinx myself. Like, I don't want to jinx myself. Are you worried about it at all right now?
No,
Not one bit.
not really.
Yeah, you need to get the fuck out of the studio. Okay? You need to go work from home because that makes me like
All right,
a
I'm
little
down.
bit paranoid.
Remote work.
Amber said Kramer had the perfect match for you. She is still COVID conscious and makes perfect. People test before hanging out. Wow.
Oh, wow.
She also has a dizziness condition, like your headache stuff. Okay. She's in Boston though.
Go with me and Rachel to Boston. A couple weeks.
Stone's going on his very first airplane.
Oh, I want to talk about that. That
Yeah.
is so cute.
You're going?
We're leaving the 9th.
So you're going the same time I'm leaving.
Yeah, and then get back to 12.
Okay, so Stone's going for his very first airplane trip ever.
That's so awesome.
And like that's cool.
Are you so excited?
Yeah.
Are you really? How do you feel? How do you feel?
I'm like, the anticipation is building.
Are you
so much.
nervous?
No, I'm so excited.
Yay.
To just go to a different city, to
Yeah.
like fly, to go on a trip with Rachel, just all of it.
Stone's never been on an airplane before. And like I wish you were more social media active because I really would like to watch like a vlog of you. Like
Should I make a vlog of Boston?
I
Yeah.
want to see a vlog of you just on an airplane as a 27-year-old man,
Okay.
26
Might have to do it. Yeah, I'm 26.
26-year-old man for the very first time. Because like Stone's gonna feel turbulence for the first time, be like, ah, you know, like he'll be
I'm definitely
crying.
gonna freak out.
He's gonna
No
like
way,
cry and
no
like
way, no
and like
way.
kind of freak out. I just kind of want to see your reaction. But I have a question. When Rachel found out that you had never been on an airplane
Yeah.
at 26,
Yeah.
was that like a thing?
Like a red flag? Is that what you're about to say right
I don't
now?
know if like red flag's the right word.
No, I think she was just excited for the first time I go and wanted to be with her.
Are you insinuating there should have been judgment there? Because it kind of is what you sound
I
like.
just would you feel some kind of way if you met like when you met Garage
Mm-hmm.
and because he was about 26, right?
We were the same age
Yeah.
when we met in 2019.
You were how old?
However old I was, I don't know.
Fuck you. So fucking annoying sometimes.
Do the math. I'm 31.
25?
You were 26. He
Good
was
job.
26. You're
Yeah.
so annoying. Yes, you were Stone's age.
Yeah.
So imagine, oh my God. Imagine if
Imagine.
he had said like I've never been on an airplane.
Or I'm like, hey,
before.
come see me in San Diego.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm driving. I'm like, why wouldn't you just fly? It's like an hour and a half. He's like, I've never been on a flight before. But
never
yeah,
been on
you're
a-
right. I should take a flight.
Yeah, with that, I'm not saying I don't know how that just it just seems odd to me that like at 26, like you've never been on a plane before.
I don't think so. I think you also have to take into consideration like not everybody has that luxury, one. And two, with Stone being on the East Coast, I think it's for you, it's like different states are a hop, skip, and a
I
jump
know,
away.
you can get
So
so
I think
close.
that kind of makes sense where it's like, why wouldn't you just drive to Philly, to New York, to Boston, like all that kind of
Yeah,
shit? That was
yeah,
mind blowing to me. But if Garage was like, I've never been on a plane before, I wouldn't have any sort of like judgment. Like Stockton's a really small town. Like I don't know. It wouldn't faze me at all.
I'm trying to think of like some things that like by 25 would be a red flag. You know what I mean? That like you should have absolutely have done. And for some reason, like been on an airplane is like
But
Such a
why?
weird ick or red flag.
Like,
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah, yeah.
does.
Why the plane? It's not like okay, where's like the furthest you've been?
California.
You drove there?
Yeah, we
Th-
rented an RV one summer.
that's-
The whole
Holy
summer we were
shit.
driving around the country.
That's so
That's-
fucking cool. That's
that's-
so Stone.
That's not cool at
That's
all.
so
That's
family
Driving in
Stone.
an RV
That's so
all
far.
summer with your family.
That's so far.
That's
it
classic
was, it was like
Stone.
a house.
Was it terrible though? I'm not a
No.
driver. That's why I hate.
He loves
being in
his
a car.
family.
If I was driving, it would have been terrible.
Yeah,
But
I'm
no,
not
I
a car.
wasn't
I'm not a
driving.
car trip guy, so that's why. But I don't know. For some reason, like especially today, like if I met, but that's 40. I'm just trying to think of it 25. That would like throw me off.
Because it's honestly still very, very young. I feel like he's in a place where it's not shocking when someone hasn't done something yet before because they are like you are just entering kind of
know.
like, where am I going? Where do
What am
I
I
want to
doing?
go? Like, who
Okay,
am I?
what
Who
if
do I
he?
want to be?
What if he didn't have a bank account at 26? Would that be weird?
That'd be kind of weird.
I guess, yeah.
I'm just trying to think of like weird.
He's like, I pay in
26-year-old
cash. You're like, are you a drug lord?
I know.
Be like, are you selling drugs?
What if he didn't have a car at 26? Would that be ick?
I think it depends where you are.
Exactly. It
Yeah.
depends where you are in your situation. I think it would be hard. I think it would be hard to be dating someone and you're not living in the same place. I know
Right.
some of my friends have like they've been in a situation where they started talking to someone that didn't have a car and they're like, I'm not gonna pick you up and drop you off at this point. Like I have so much
Yeah.
shit going on in my
But
life.
some-
So
I
I
mean-
guess that could maybe be a red flag in the relationship as far
Yeah.
as like because that puts a lot on you as a person. And if it's not something you can do, I think you have a right to be like, I get it. And you're
Sure.
obviously going through some shit, but that's not something I can do right now.
Cars are expensive though, man. Like the more
Exactly,
you start adding that
dude.
shit up, you're like, that's hundreds and hundreds because of car insurance, gas, like that shit does add up.
Bro, I'm driving my car to the wheels fall
Yeah,
off.
same though.
We
I
have to.
I used to really like want to do new cars all the time. I'm like, my shit's 2017. I'm trying to get that to 2027 minimum. I got 3 more years on that bitch. I'm gonna try to drive that thing at least a few more years.
Yeah,
Amber, by the way, said she took her first flight at 26, and I got to the
Oh.
airport so early.
that's awesome.
This gets so early. What time do you think you'll get to the airport, Stone?
Oh my- well,
Your flight's at what time?
I want to say it leaves at like 5:50.
In the morning?
Yeah,
So
it's an early one.
Stone's gonna spend the night there just to make sure.
I might. I mean, with the job, I think I'll be able to get up early enough for that. So
What
I'm-
time?
I'm used to getting up. I think we'll probably get there at like 4:30. I was thinking.
For
I don't
a
know.
5:50
Wait,
flight?
what? No, sorry.
No, you won't.
No, is that too
That's
late?
too
yeah,
late.
player.
Well, I've never done it, so
I
I'll have
know.
to do some research.
I wouldn't
but
do that.
But Rachel's flown before, yeah?
Yeah, she has. She knows what's up.
I guess
I'm just-
also you are going to discover what kind of flying person you are. Rachel could be like, yeah, I'll show up 40 minutes before the flight takes off. There are some people that just want to like stroll through and don't mind the anxiety of trying and hoping and praying you get through security on time. And then there's
I
people
know.
like me that will get there like 3 hours ahead of time. I need to walk to my gate to make sure it still exists and then figure my shit
Okay.
out.
All
I'm
right.
I'm finally buying pre-check when I go to Atlanta because I'm like, it's $15 a year. It's worth it. It's 75.
It is?
Yeah, it's not much. You got to pay for 5 years up front, so it's $75. But it's like,
Wait, TSA pre?
it's yeah.
Mm,
It's I mean, to me, I'm like,
not TSA pre. At 40, red flag, you're just not good at it. Boo. Yeah, fuck you. What's wrong with applying at 26?
what? What is wrong
What
with you today?
happened?
What is
I'm
your
so
what
sick
is
of you
what
today.
is what is your red flag at being 41 if you meet someone now who's let's
Uh,
say yeah, like
It
41.
doesn't have this or that.
Yeah,
Never
yeah,
has
yeah.
done this before. I mean,
Never ate Chipotle.
never at Chipotle. That'd be a huge problem.
Hates Chipotle.
Ooh.
at 41, if she's never flown would for sure be an issue for me.
Really?
Because Isabel
But what
just
if she
said-
likes driving?
Never lived on her own.
Oh, for sure, like lived,
Yeah, at like 41, never lived on her own.
bro. That'd be a huge problem.
Yeah.
That'd be a huge.
I get that.
Honestly, at 41 and she had never been married before, like I'm in this really weird age bracket right now.
What?
Where
That's wild
I
and also
know.
very unfair.
I know, because like in my heart, I feel like
The
it'd be-
marriage thing is so whack, bro.
I know. I think it'd be in my mind. I would love to be with someone that's never been married before, but everyone that I meet that's my age and never been married, I'm like, okay, weird, damaged goods person.
Wait, really?
That's awful.
I just wonder.
Wait, you think unmarried people at 41 are damaged goods, but you think divorced people
I just
up and ready and all fucking prim and proper?
I just wonder why. You just have to stop and wonder why you've been married. You have to like really just stop and like kind of filter, or just you have to watch. You just have to watch and see what's happened here.
I don't know.
I'm
I
not
think
saying
you need to
it's-
spend some time and really sit on that in therapy. That's kind of a mean thing to
You
say.
just have to
about
watch.
I've heard other
someone.
people say that.
You just have to watch.
I've heard other people.
You
say
just got to kind of watch and see
I
what's
haven't.
happening, and don't just take their word for it, because sometimes it's like, oh, I've just been really busy at work, and then you give it
No.
3 months, and you're like, oh.
But what I feel like it would almost be worse for someone who just got married just because, and then they married for
it
the
could
wrong
be.
reasons.
And there's plenty of different scenarios.
I think there's a lot of people at that age that aren't
everyone's
married, and it's not
different.
their fault, or that shouldn't be something they should feel insecure about.
And you shouldn't. And some people do. And then there's some people that are not very self-aware of why they're 41 and not married.
Hey, that's not very nice. It's not. Mm-mm. I'm kind of surprised that's coming from you.
Really?
Truly.
Why? I'm being honest.
I just felt like you would be more open to people's journeys. Bro, with who you are and how you be talking, like I am a little
Amber,
shook.
why are you throwing up three red flags?
Damn.
Thanks, Amber.
At who? Who's
Amber,
the red
can
flags
you
at?
specify
Amber
who the
just
red flags
threw
are,
up 3
please?
red flags on the Instagram. I mean,
Can
on
you
the
specify?
YouTube. Why? Who? No, I'm being serious about this. I'm being dead
Can
serious
everyone
about this.
can everyone throw up some red flags and also say who would you like to put those
I'm
to?
gonna tell you why and I'm being dead serious about this.
Yeah.
Never married at 41, I think sounds fantastic, because the less baggage that you enter into a relationship with, the better, right? And we can all agree with that. And it's just easier to deal with. It's just easier. The less things that you come into a relationship with, it's just easier to enter into a new relationship with. I understand I enter into a relationship with, with a previous marriage, and that's just something that my next partner's got to understand. But I do wonder.
Are there any updates on the red flags in the chat?
I'm talking, Jessica.
No, I know, but you can do. Come on. Yes, I'm listening, but like, I'm
My
curious.
coworker's 47, been married. Yes, red flag. I know why. See,
really?
exactly. Amber says the red flag is for Kramer.
Okay.
I just, you have to wonder why. Like, why is that person not? I mean, I'm not saying it's a problem, but you have to just observe why and not just take their word for it. Because I can tell you sometimes the reason why I say I'm single and the actual reason of why I'm single is 2 different stories.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just true.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree?
Sure. I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So it goes the opposite way too.
Mhm.
Like, you got to just kind of watch and listen and watch, because sometimes those 2 don't always match up. So, all right. We're going to take a break. What did you do? Did you do boo sign?
Yeah.
I'm so sick. I found this list on BuzzFeed. Overrated sexual things from movies. And they're funny because it's right. And let's see if we agree with these right after this quick break. I mean, it's true, because like you watch movies and like you see all these hot scenes and you're like, ooh, yeah. But then, like, have you ever tried some of these things because they don't actually make a lot of sense?
I was actually watching a stand-up. I want to get her name because it's actually pretty fucking funny. But it's called Right at Dawn is the name on Netflix. But she mentions that she was like, I We need to have a movement of demanding more realistic sex scenes in movies because she's like, we all get fucking played, whether you're a woman or a man, and what you think it's gonna be and how you think it's gonna go, it's not fucking in.
No,
she
it's
was like,
not.
I want to see it uncomfortable
Yeah.
and messy and gross because that's
Yeah.
what the fuck it is,
It's
and
not.
it's very, very true.
So this was a BuzzFeed article. We can't talk about this on the radio show, so I'm like, you know what? Let's bring this to the podcast because y'all are down.
It's Hannah Burner, by the way.
We'll go through these. You can either say you've done it, maybe you haven't, and you can comment, or we can just move on from it. This says 69 is the most garbage position ever created, in my opinion. You're both too focused on each other.
Yeah.
Others' pleasure to focus on your own. That's true.
Yeah.
I completely agree. I think it's like either you're gonna get something out of this or I am. And I literally, I lose focus.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like totally zone out on one side or the other. And it's like,
something's going to lack.
It's like doing this thing. You ever try to like rub your head and like pat your stomach at the same time? I can't do it. So like, which one do you want?
Kidding.
Like, which one do you want? Like,
yeah, it's like, can we just like, let's take turns.
Yeah.
Let's be civilized human beings. Right, take turns.
Right. He's like, I know it's gonna take a little bit longer, but I feel like we're gonna get more out of this. So I don't. But like, I understand the concept seems cool.
Yes, I have done it. It's wackadoodle.
Thank you, Jess.
Mm-hmm.
Stone's waiting, I think, till marriage. So you can sit out this conversation, Stone.
Hey, do you want?
No, that's the right. That's right.
Thanks.
You're
Okay.
correct. You're
Okay.
correct, Cameron.
Some of these I'm just gonna pass over because I think they're just kind of silly. Hammock sex. This said we thought it would be sexual, rhythmic.
I would not even attempt. That sounds terrifying.
And tropical. It's really just like being two dolphins awkwardly trapped in a tuna net.
Yeah, like now I'm trying to like, how are you moving? There's literally I can barely balance myself in a hammock alone, and then you want to share that with another person, and then you want to have sex at the same
that's
time.
What I'm saying.
No way.
Hammocks in general are just kind of unforgiving because they really do wrap around you in general. You know what I mean?
You sink in them.
So
it's like quicksand.
Yeah, it's just like not. And by the way, if you want to chime in on YouTube,
I hope someone's like hammock sex 10 out of 10. I really hope someone says that.
I hope someone's at work.
They're like, oh my god, the hammock sex was the best thing I've ever experienced in my life.
Stone, anything for Stone over here? No, he's waiting.
Yeah, that would just be. It'd be like a balancing act.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be really tough.
It's not. This one's great. This is one. This was I think one that we really, and I think that probably Jess, where you are in your relationship, you can probably in the single world, it's something you kind of have to make room for. But once you get married, you guys kind of have an agreement. After dinner sex, movies make it seem like it's such a good idea. This says it's much better to build that appetite during sex, then eat. Otherwise, you're too full.
Yeah.
And then you can be as athletic as you want.
Yeah, it depends on the meal. Like if we go to tropical smoothie, that's fine. But if we just had Korean barbecue, no. Like we're gonna have sex before we go to Korean barbecue, eat, and then have a nice relaxing evening.
It's almost like you have to talk through the meal you're about to have.
It's awesome.
And be like, yeah, let's talk through this really quick.
The most freeing feeling in the world being married is like happily being like, should we have sex now or later? Like,
right.
Yeah. Now? Yeah. That's like the most like the most comfortable thing ever.
But think when you're single, like you can't.
It's like almost like, okay, after the date, we're going to do this. And you've like either had cocktails, like who knows what you ate.
And you can't be like, should we have sex before we like go to dinner? Like you're not.
Right. You're like, I don't even know if I like you.
Yeah, you can't do that. So
it's hard.
Like this one's great. This person said, any penetrative sexual act in water. A pool, a hot tub, shower, ocean, all overrated. Thoughts?
Yeah, like that's how for women, it's so frustrating now, like seeing in movies and like these heat of the moment things. I'm like, girl, did you get a UTI or not?
Like,
did you or not?
I need to see your test results.
Yeah, and it's unfair.
There's no way.
It's so sensitive. Like,
there's no way.
No.
There's no way that turned out well. The only way that I've found that it can be pleasurable in water is in the shower.
Oh, that's clean water. I don't want chlorine in my private parts.
Yeah, like that's it. Like I've there's been different ways I've tried. and it's
Shower's way
never-
different.
Shower's different.
It's
but-
probably preferred, so you're clean.
But even that is like,
no?
let's just get out.
What?
Let's just go to the bed. It's still just like, it's fine. Sex on the beach.
No.
Do you know why they call sandpaper sandpapers? What it says?
What do you mean?
That's what I said, because that's basically what it feels like.
Ow.
I remember y'all when I was like,
I'm uncomfortable just leaving the beach, like without doing any sexual activities. There is sand and crevices that I don't want it in. And
I
you're
know.
telling me you want me to do
But
something physical with somebody else? No,
it
thank you.
looks so hot. It looks like, right? Like every time you see it, you're like, on the movie, you're like, oh, this is it, right? I forget which girlfriend it was, but we really tried to make it happen. And it was so bad. And it's bad on both sides. Like nobody's enjoying
No one
this.
likes
Like
it.
we're not making this work. We'll skip over some of these. I gotta go. Car sex.
Sometimes
turns out,
that's the only place you can do it.
I know.
So I think that's just sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta
when
do.
I was in high school, it was the only spot that we could find, and I got the world's worst rug burn.
Yes.
That's the problem.
Yes.
Like again, in the movies, sure, looks great. In reality, awful. Like
Yeah.
couldn't pull. But like again, in the movies, they have like a picture from, I'm not even sure what movie this is, but this looks hot. Love it. Looks great. Sure. In reality, the spacing's weird too.
Yes.
Like where do you? I had like a Jeep, like Cherokee, which I don't think you can probably even say that anymore. But you know what I mean, like an SUV kind of like car,
Mhm.
and somebody like in the back seemed good. No, terrible.
No space.
Hated it. Okay, let's talk about this. Threesomes are, in my experience, disappointing and fraught with jealousy.
Yeah. Have never done. Will never do. Have never had any interest in doing.
Stone, you have fun with your threesomes or no?
I've never done that.
A friend of mine, partakes every now and then, and like
By the way, before you continue, on the number one thing left on my like things to do before I can just feel like I can retire.
you want to do a
Yeah,
threesome?
I do.
please,
do.
Please tell me how you're gonna facilitate that.
I there's literally
Uncle
not.
Creams.
And after this man's like, does anyone still even think about COVID? You fucking dumbasses! And
Everyone's
you're like,
gonna be-
I still want to have a threesome.
Everyone's got to be masked while we
You
do
are
it.
So contradictory.
We're gonna
Like
test
actually,
right
Yeah,
before
we got to
that.
test.
actually
I need
crazy.
a PVR test, or those things are called.
And then the three, like one person can have off their mask, and the other two have to have them on, and then as
there's
long
no
as
kissing.
there's
There's
system,
no kissing.
yes, and there will be hand sanitizer station available.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I thought you said doggone. And I was like, that's good. We gotta bring doggone back. That's great.
Jeez.
It's the last thing, y'all, on my list of things I would like to try before I die.
You're the most jealous person on the
I
planet.
know.
You're weird.
I know.
Wow,
but
that's
I just
interesting. That's
feel-
very interesting.
But I'm so jealous.
What is with
I think-
you wanting to put yourself in
I
situations
don't
knowing that you're not gonna
know.
lie?
And I know it would probably
I think
make
you're
me
like you're like
uncomfortable.
addicted to it, huh?
Probably.
Interesting. Now that's very surprising to me, because that screams everything that you don't like and that you're comfortable with. But you're like, I have to do it.
I think I like in the right setting. I think I could really, and I mean, who wouldn't, right? Like if two people,
Not me.
two men that were like totally into you. Come
No.
on,
No.
you wouldn't like that.
No.
You wouldn't like two guys that were totally into you.
No.
Come on.
Remember, I've said it once and I'll say it again.
Dude.
One peen for my vagine. I've
S-
always
Stone,
been
come
that
on.
way.
Come on.
What's the question,
Come on.
Kramer? I don't want to
Come
say
on.
yes to something
Come
and
on.
say the wrong thing.
Come on.
Would I? No.
Two women that are way into you.
No.
Come on.
That's like too much work.
Come
I
on.
gotta
You're like,
focus
ow,
on too
no,
many
in
other
my
things.
like, ow, you okay? Oh wait, should I
Yeah.
go here? Oh,
Okay.
wait, but I'm
Yeah.
sure but I've heard, from other people that do enjoy it and do it regularly.
Yeah.
And they're into it.
Yeah.
They are into it.
I think the potential for bad is way higher than potential for good, though. Does that make sense? Like, I think that the potential for downfall is way higher than like the potential for like that. Like,
Because would you do this with people you know or don't know, which obviously present
can't-
bad issues on
Okay,
either or?
I don't know. Plus, you have to remember, I don't drink, so I can't get past like all the things. But I'm
Mhm.
like, do I really want to like leave this planet like without doing that?
I feel like if you knew someone you didn't have like a real
Yeah,
connection to,
right,
you wouldn't
exactly.
be as
Yeah,
jealous.
I just want two women to be like, yo, what's up? Like, what's
Yeah.
up? Like, let's go. Let's go. Let's fucking go, bro. And I'll be like, let's go. But like, that's not in 41 years, that hasn't happened yet. But anyway, waterbed. I mean, I feel like that's not a thing anymore.
No.
That doesn't sound fun though.
You're like,
Yeah, it sounds kind of sickening. This person said, I think it's weird that in TV shows and movies that you see the guy just pull up the woman's short skirt and just like stick it in. Like,
yeah. That's what she mentions in her stand-up too. She was like, "That's a fucking lie. It takes you about 7 different tries to find out and to make sure it's the right hole. You liars."
it is true.
For real.
Like, you just walk in and just like, what's up? Let's go. It's kind of weird.
In the beginning, for sure.
I think that's probably about it, right? We'll do one more. Holding someone up against a wall while having sex, it's not cute, and just like it's weird and strange, and it is true. It's actually a lot of energy to like hold someone up against a wall, and like, would you everyone agree?
Yeah, I'd
Not
say.
strong enough for that.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's just like, yeah, I'm not strong enough to do that. All right, what do we think?
Nothing. I'm so shook by your threesome fantasy.
Are
It's
you?
so
Why
funny.
is that, Jessica? Stone's lying. First off, he's fucking lying.
Lying
right
about
now.
what?
You're fucking lying.
I am not
You're
lying.
No,
He's
no.
lying.
Just you in particular. Just with all of your like requirements.
You think that
I
I wouldn't
think
want
I'm-
two women? I wouldn't want to be pleasured by two women at the same time.
Dude, I'm thinking like he's gonna make these bitches sign something. They have to take a test. He's gonna be uncomfortable.
I would want to test. By the way, I would definitely want
just
to
no all of
STD
just
test.
I just all the information I
Yeah,
know
I know.
about you. It's just it is
I'd want
it
like a
was surprising. It
non-disclosure
was surprising
agreement.
to me that you would be willing to do that.
Yeah.
But hey, like you have one life, and I wish you all the
how I
best.
feel. That's how I feel.
I
My
wish
thing
you
is
good
this.
luck in your endeavors.
Here's my thing. I'm being dead serious. It's like I am very like I don't really judge people sexually. I'm just like, whatever, like live your life. I don't really care what you do. As long
Yeah,
as it doesn't hurt
same.
somebody else, I'm like, whatever, live your life.
Same.
And I'm like, do I really want to like just like not experience everything sexually? But I really do feel like I'd have the worst threesome experience ever, and it would just get weird and awkward. And then like, especially sober, like I think you have to have threesomes when you're like 22 only, like not even 21. Like 22 is like the only age you can have a threesome, and then like
No way.
that's it.
So many older. I feel like
I know,
feel like
or,
older
like,
people are
77.
having the most threesomes.
22
in the
or
world.
77.
Older people?
And that's
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'll
That-
catch him on the back
that'd be
end.
funny.
All right. We got to get out of here, man. Hey, we got up to just a few people on YouTube. Thanks for checking it out, man. Being a part. Y'all were loud today. We like that. Appreciate you checking out the YouTube show, Kramer and Jess on YouTube. If you ever want to check us out, I don't know. We hop on 10-ish on Wednesdays sometimes. And that's cool. Thanks for being here. Jess, where we find you?
Just do it. JESSDUITT or my podcast with my husband Loki in the garage. It'll be one peen in my vision.
That's their new podcast title.
Gladly, I'm gonna get that made on a shirt.
That's my new Instagram handle.
One peen for me in my vision.
Stony Baloney.
Stone Felts on all socials.
I'm that guy Kramer, and I do a podcast with my mother. We won't be discussing this topic, but
You should.
we should.
I would listen.
She'd support you.
Certified. She would actually.
No, she would totally
She
support
would.
you because actually I won't even keep going. She would support you.
She would. Certified Mama's Boy is my podcast. Y'all, you're the best. We'll see you back here. I think next week we're all here. Yeah. We'll see you back here next week. Bye, everybody. See you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, YouTube. Bye. Thanks for being here.